everyone, welcome to Emerge IAS Indian Polity classes. Today is our first class. In our first class, we are going to deal with the Regulating Act of 1773, which is one of the important acts in Indian history, and this is the first thing we are going to learn in Indian polity. Before going into the provisions of this act, we have to know the background of this act. To know the background, we have to learn about the Britishers came to India, then what happened next and what happened next. So, let us begin the classes. As we know, the Britishers came to India in 1600s. They came to India for only trading purpose. When they came to India as the English East India Company, by acquiring a charter from Queen Elizabeth I, they only intended to do trade with India. And this English East India Company had exclusive trading rights in India. That means they are the only authorized people who have the rights to trade with India from British. So, these people came to India for trading, and when they came to India, they only do trading. But 1765, in 1765, the English East India Company acquired Diwani rights from Mughal Emperor. Diwani rights means the rights to revenue and civil justice. So, after getting the rights to revenue and civil justice, English East India Company start doing revenue collection and civil justice processes, and this created many disturbances among the existing Mughal emperor or the Mughal Nizam of the Bengal and the East India Company. And you have to know one thing, the British got Diwani rights for 3 places, that is Bengal, Bihar and Orissa, and at 3 places the administrative control was with the Nizam of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa, and the revenue and civil rights were with English East India Company respectively. And here itself there was an imbalance between the Nizam and English East India. Nizam was not okay with this situation because he was the person who was earlier controlled everything about that place, and now English East India Company started acquiring some powers that was not satisfactory to the Nizam of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. Then next thing was the company servants. Company servants means the men of English East India Company, the servants, they started doing private trade. Private trade in the sense the English East India Company was the authorized people or an authorized association to carry out trade in India. But the individual trade, the company servants started doing individual trade. They itself acquired some products from India and exported to Britain, and they started doing private trade apart from the company trade, and it affected the functions of company and reduced the revenue of the company. And next thing was, the next point was, before Regulating Act of 1773, there was no parliamentary control over the company. When the British Queen Elizabeth sent this company to India for trading purpose in 1600, they didn't have any parliamentary control over this company. The only given is the charter given by the Queen Elizabeth. And the next thing is the same, the Nizam was not okay with this dual system. Dual system means the revenue was collected by English East India Company and administrative process was under Nizamat. So, this was the situation or the background when the Regulating Act of 1773 was introduced. And after knowing the background, we have to know about the importance of this act. Why this act is important? Because there are a lot of acts created by British Parliament to regulate the affairs of English East India Company in India. But why it is the important? Because this was the first step taken by the British Parliament to regulate the affairs of English East India Company. As I told earlier, there was no regulations or no parliamentary control over English East India Company before Regulating Act of 1773. So, this is very important as this is the first step towards the regulation of English East India Company in India. And the next importance of this act is, this act was the one which recognized the political and administrative affairs of English East India Company, because as I told you earlier, English East India Company came to India only for trading, and to this act only they recognized the political and administrative affairs of English East India Company. And another thing, the most important thing that was frequently asked in our exams are, this act was the first step towards the centralization in India. Why this is the first step towards the centralization in India? That we will see in the next topic. Just remember this was the first step towards the centralization in India, and this question was asked more than many times in our prelims as well as mains also. Then moving to the next thing, that is the feature of this act, or what are the provisions under Regulating Act of 1773. The first and foremost thing is, this act designated the Governor of Bengal as the Governor-General of Bengal. That means earlier British had 3 provinces in India, that are Bengal, Mumbai, Bombay and Madras. These are the 3 presidencies, and at the 3 presidencies the English East India Company appointed 3 governors before 1773. On 1773, the Governor of Bengal, the already existing Governor of Bengal province, was designated as Governor-General of Bengal. And first such Governor-General of Bengal was the Baron Hastings. He was actually a Governor of Bengal, and when they designated as Governor-General of Bengal, he became the first Governor-General of Bengal, that is Baron Hastings. And the next important thing is, under this Governor-General, a 4-member executive council was formed, and this 4-member executive council is an important thing. And the important thing next is, the Governor-General was meant to be a central head. That means the presidencies of Bombay, Madras was subsumed under Bengal. This is what the thing I told you earlier, that the centralization. Centralization means we know that there will be a central government and there will be provincial or regional governments, right? So now the Bengal is the central government, like central government, and the administrative power all vested with the Governor-General of Bengal, and the Madras and Bombay presidencies were completely subsumed under Bengal. Before that, 3 of them were independent presidencies, and now Bengal became a central authority and Bombay and Madras subsumed under Bengal. And this was the first step towards centralization in India. And the last thing was, this act, 1773 Regulating Act, provided for establishment of Supreme Court at Calcutta. Supreme Court means 1774, this act provided a Supreme Court to establish at Calcutta, which contains a Chief Justice and 3 more judges. And according to this act in 1774, such Supreme Court was formulated in Fort William at Calcutta. Another important thing is, as the background, I told you that the company servants were involved in private trades, right? So this act was aimed to regulate the company. So this was the main thing. The company servants was prohibited from private trade and receive present from natives. That means they can't accept any bribes or presents from the natives, and they can't do a private trade. They can only involve in the company trade with India and Britain, and that was the main thing. And the last thing added to this act was the Court of Directors. Court of Directors were appointed as a governing body of the company, and they become responsible for reporting the revenue, civil and military affairs of English East India Company in India. And these all are the provisions of Regulating Act of 1773. Just recall the provisions one by one. That is, the first and foremost thing is, the Governor-General of Bengal was designated as Governor of Bengal was designated as Governor-General of Bengal, and under him there was a 4-member executive council, and first such Governor-General of Bengal was Lord Baron Hastings. And the second point, the governors of Bombay and Madras was subsumed under the Governor-General of Bengal. That means the first step towards centralization in India. And the third thing was the establishment of Supreme Court at Calcutta in 1774, comprising of 1 Chief Justice and 3 other judges. And the fourth thing was, this act prohibited the company servants from doing private trade and receiving any presents or bribes from the native people, that means Indians. And the last thing was, this court appointed the Court of Directors. This act appointed the Court of Directors and they were responsible for reporting the revenue, civil and military affairs in India, and this is the overall thing about the Regulating Act of 1773. And this act also had some drawbacks, and to recover these drawbacks, and another act was passed in 1781, which was known as the Amending Act. And first we have to know about the drawbacks of Regulating Act of 1773. In this Regulating Act, Governor-General of Bengal, under him there was a 4-member executive council, right? But this Governor-General had no veto power. That means if the executive council of 4 members passes a resolution or a bill, the Governor-General have to approve this. And another way we can say that only the majority of the executive council is considered, and even if there is any tie situation, like 4 members, 2 of them supporting one and 2 of them supporting opposition, then only the governor will able to vote in this situation. Otherwise the governor had no power, Governor-General had no power in intervening the passing of the bill, and this is considered to be the one of the major drawbacks of Regulating Act of 1773. And also in this act, it doesn't represented or addressed the concerns of Indian people, because this was only for regulating English East India Company, and it didn't address anything about the Indian people. And also the main thing was this act passed only because to control the affairs of English East India Company and to reduce the corruption and bribe in the company. But at the outcome of this act, there was no the corruption didn't stop. That was the main thing, because the aim of the act itself failure, that is the corruption didn't stop in India. And this is all about the Regulating Act of 1773, which is the first step towards the centralization of India. Don't forget that point, because that was asked many times in your exam. And this is all about the Regulating Act. Then tomorrow we will be seeing the next act, and according to the order we will be moving on. For more videos, don't forget to subscribe our channel and to click the bell icon, because we are going to upload every video in every subjects, including polity, geography, environment, history and etc. So just subscribe our channel and click the bell icon for future video notification. Hope you guys understand well. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment section. Take care. Bye.